All right, YouTube, Sinister Ruler here, and today I'm going to be talking about Shujinko because if you've been following my streams, you know that I have recently started playing Katana Shujinko, and I want to talk about I'll actually let me get some honorable mentions first before I get into the top five that I think are Shujinko's best matchups because he steals the strongest moves from them. But some honorable mentions are Takeda, the kunai that Shujinko steals from Takeda actually combos, and it's a true low, and it does not scale, so it does like 60%. That's really good. It's not as strong as some of the other ones that I'm going to talk about when we get into this video, but Takeda is definitely up there, maybe like sixth or seventh. I also wanted to talk about Geras because Geras gives you a time stop launcher, which is a full cameo, but he also gives you a half cameo launcher with his Sandstorm, which is very rare in this game. And of course, Time Stop is going to give characters like unique combos and setups with all the time that it gives you because it's like really plus on hit. So you get to see stuff with certain characters that you never get to see. So like Katana as an example, if you wanted to, you could set up like a wind bomb. You can get that kind of thing going. But yeah, so Geras is definitely up there. Reiko would be on this top five list if it weren't for the fact that only the command grab is good. Another thing is you actually can't combo the command grab on hit. So you actually lose a lot of your combo routes in exchange for a command grab that ticks off of like basically everything. So it's kind of a trade-off, but it is very cool that command grab is what Shujinko steals. And the other moves are like kind of not so good. So it takes away from the fact the command grab is so good, and that's why he didn't make the list. But the first person who did make the, or I guess the fifth person, because we're gonna do this from fifth to first, is Smoke. Now, just think about this for 2 seconds. What does Smoke have that would be good with any character? Yep, invisibility. And sure enough, you can go invisible for half or for full cameo. You can literally go invisible. So, boom. Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Back to. Of course, you don't have to have like an overhead low starter, a low overhead starter. You don't have to have all the mix-up options that Smoke has. That's why it works so well with Smoke, him being an invisible archetype, because he has a bunch of mix-ups in his strings that you can't see that are normally reactable, but not when you can't see. If you don't have that type of mix, then you can kind of just play nooch, throw some projectiles and stuff, and figure out how to mess with your opponent because they can't see you. So I know a lot of people actually like to armor in this situation. You can kind of wait that out and then air to air, like stand two, because Katana is one of the few characters with a reliable anti-air. And even that's like sometimes not that reliable. But yeah, the fact that you can go invisible, of course it's going to be good, and especially because you're ending a lot of your combos in crumple anyway. You can also get like a safe jump after this. You can get a safe jump. You can go for the stand 3 OS. You can go for like jump 1 into stand 4 or whatever. Of course, that's Katana specific stuff, but every character will get a safe jump. It's just you have to figure out like what you want to go for and make sure you don't mistime it because it's easy to mistime a jump in when you can't see. So that's number 5, Smoke. Number 4 is another pretty obvious example, Kenshi. I don't even think I have to say what the move is. We all know what it is. It's Sento. Yeah, so you get Sento. And the easiest way to set it up with any character is just do the crumple, do this, and then, you know, if you have a jump in that doesn't whiff like that, it's better that way, but you can get a sandwich, and like you can do stuff like that. It's really, really good. Shento, if you will, because we call Gento, like Janet's Sento, we call that Gento, so I'm going to call it Shento. Shento also lasts 10 seconds now. It used to be 15. So you see how the timer is already like almost halfway gone, like when it starts? That's because it was actually meant to be 15 seconds, but they never updated the animation like they did with Kenshi, because I don't blame them. No one even uses Shujinko, so that's like a very small detail. But yeah, this lasts for 5 seconds less now, so it's not like you have a 15-second Sento, but having Sento at all with any character is good, and that's why I think he's number 4. So the 5th and 4th example, like the top 4 and the top 5, both of them are moves that would be good with any character. You can put them on any character and it would be good. Number 3, T1000. T1000 is actually the reason why I considered picking up Shujinko in the first place, and now that I'm playing Shujinko, I do not regret my choice. Character or cameo is really fun, and there's a lot of different stuff you can do with some of these characters, especially the ones on these on this list. But you get a command grab, and you can see how fast I'm able to actually recover after this. It's plus 216 on hit, so you can do a wind bomb with katana, and boom, and yeah. So you get that, but you also get a bunch of other moves. You get this launcher, you get this, which launches in the corner. Also, about this move, you can actually like go full screen with it. The same way that T1000 can go full screen with it. Yeah. So this move's really good, especially given that he doesn't really have a projectile. Remember, you can only use these moves against the character that you're stealing from. So this is really good against a character that doesn't really have that good of a projectile. And then some of the other moves, you get his gunshot, you get spike, you just get a lot of stuff. But the fact that you get this command grab that ticks off of, you name it, it ticks. Like any string. I'm not going to sit here and show you every one, but any button ticks. The same way that any of T1000's buttons tick into his command grab, is the same thing here. And all of that is into, in the case of Katana, into a wind bomb setup. And of course, by the time all that's finished, you have the command grab again. You can go for another one. You can loop it. And then, of course, you're doing this into another wind bomb setup, blah, blah, blah. That wind bomb goes away. You do command grab. You can stick this on any character and it would be good. The fact that you have a 16 frame command grab that ticks off of basically any character's normals, yeah, that's very strong. But the fact that this is only 3rd place tells you what the top 2 are about to look like. These top 2 characters, one of them is just like completely absurd. The other one is just like a very convenient combination of moves that work together really well. So, in the case of Ermac, Shujinko only steals 4 moves, which is about average, I'd say. It's not like a whole lot of moves, but it's not like you're lacking. There's some characters like Sindel, no, not Sindel, Melina, I'm pretty sure you only get 3 moves. One of them is ball roll and the other 2 are size, so that's kind of lame. These moves are all really good. So it's just this one, I don't know if I know what that is. Oh, I know what that is. That's just force lift. So this is force lift right here. It's a traditional launcher. It's like minus 1,000,000 on block, so don't use it on block. I believe that all of the launchers are unsafe on block. You also get Death's Embrace, which is really cool, because if you have full bar, you can end your combo in this, set up Death's Embrace, and I'm pretty sure you can get a safe jump and everything off of that. So that's a really cool way to end your combo. And now Ermac gets a taste of his own medicine, because you can't physically do damage to Katana while she's in that green state. You get Spirit Punch. Spirit Punch can be held down. If you hold it all the way down, it's like plus 13. Yeah, plus 13. It's usually just minus 7. You hold it down a little bit, it's plus 3. And it can be canceled. Yes, you can cancel this move, meaning you can do stuff like that. Also, it combos on hit. And this is like plus 15, yeah. There's also another character who can do something like that, and that character is who we will talk about right after this. But you can already imagine, because you have 2 separate launchers, and this one restands, and you can use both of them at the same combo, you have some insane combo potential with this. I'm not really going to go into the specific routes, because one, they're very long, and I don't want to keep having to redo them because I drop them, because you know how I can't do a combo when I'm recording a YouTube video. That's just how it is. But yeah, you can kind of see how all of this stuff comes together to form a very, very strong team, no matter what character you're playing. Because like the other examples, every character can benefit from having a restand. This is a restand launcher. Like in the case of Katana, this is like a perfect I don't know why I can't land this. Hold on. Yeah. So in the case of Katana, like this would be a perfect opportunity to like set up Wind Bomb, go for a setup, or try and extend the combo. But for other characters, if you have like a damage buff or something like that, this is a good time to throw it on because this is like very, very plus 124. And yeah, that's Ermac. That's why I think Ermac is the second best matchup for Shujinko and has the second strongest cameo steals. Now for number one, this character, the steals that Shujinko gets from this character make the character not even look as strong as they actually are. Shujinko's stealed version, like the stolen versions of the moves that Shujinko steals, are so much better than the actual character's moves that you would think the character wasn't even good, even though this character has been discussed as being potentially top 10. There's been some debates about where this character is on the tier list, but without any further ado, let's go to number one, which is none other than Ghostface. This is a very, very ridiculous cameo against Ghostface. So there are certain cameos that certain characters that Shujinko like just doesn't work well against, like Shang. Using Shujinko in a mirror match is almost always losing because in the case of Katana, the move that you steal from Katana is fan lift, but you can't do Shujinko fan lift into your fan lift. So like doing Shujinko stolen moves in a combo kind of messes up the combo, and it's just not good. Ghostface. This is just ridiculous. This is absurd. Let me go ahead and tag all the moves that you steal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a pretty decent amount of moves. The first one you get is basically the same thing as Ermac. You get this knife toss that you can hold and you can cancel. This is also slightly faster. This is 4 frames faster. The cancel, that is. And it does also combo. And it's slightly easier because you have 4 more frames to actually link a normal or a string. The move that looks like it should be a full cameo, but isn't, is this. This is half of a cameo. This is half of a cameo, and this is also half of a cameo. In case you don't believe me, because there's another move that looks very similar to it, but costs a full cameo. This is only half of a cameo. The reason this move is so good is because, well, one, it combos. This is just a regular combo starter. Now, because of how far away Ghostface is when this happens, if you don't have a normal like back two, like it's gonna be difficult to convert from there. But you can also hold this move down, and you can hold it for a pretty long time. And if you hold it down a little bit, it's still gonna combo. Let me see if I can show you. So yeah, if you hold it down for a split second and then dash in and do like a stand one or whatever normal you feel like doing with your character, you're going to be able to convert off this just like Katana. But Katana has a very easy time just because back two reaches so far. So this move is really good because on block, it's minus 10. Well, let me just hold this down so you can see. It's minus 10, so it's not even that punishable. And unless you specifically hit Shujinko, this comes out no matter what. So, to demonstrate that, I'm just going to hold block. Oh, wait, no. So, if you hit Shujinko, then he goes away. But if you don't hit Shujinko, then you're not going to be able to punish that because the low slice is going to come out no matter what. So, it's basically safe, especially from, like, this range. Well, not that range. Like, that's really far, but... Like, imagine you do something like this. No one's punishing this. And this is, like, really plus, too. This is half of a cameo, by the way. Half of a cameo. And once you condition them to respect that, remember, you can hold this down. And then, like, you're really plus. And, of course, because that's a low, you can get, like, hard to block. Now, Katana's not the best character because her jump-ins are, like, very straight. They're very horizontal and not vertical. The only, like, vertical jump-in she has is her jump 3, so it's not, like, as good. And it's a mid, like, if you do it too high up, so... but other characters with overheads and things like that can get true hard-to-blocks using this mind game right here. And yeah, so that's really good. And we haven't even talked about the full cameo stuff yet. So the rest of the moves that I'm about to show you, I don't know what happened to all of my moves that I tagged, but there's 3 more. There's this move. which is +5 on block, and it's a true launcher. So, like, that's a true launcher right there. That's +5. I know that's a high, but you actually can't duck that. Like, that jails. You straight up just cannot duck that. You can't armor it. You can't do anything. It's just, it jails no matter what. So, really, you can just commit to this, and it doesn't matter, because if they block it, you're +5. So, that's insane to me. The fact that that's even safe or allowed to be plus. Like, it's crazy. He also has this other launcher, the up kick from Enforcer stance, the blue stance. Now, this is pretty much only useful if you're a character that doesn't have a lot of grounded combo extenders. For example, Conan. Conan, you only have like aerial combo extenders. You only have the straight up vertical like sword thing that he does, his down back 2. So Conan is an example of a character who would need this vertical pop-up in order to get a good combo. Most characters can just do the grounded one, and it usually scales better anyway. But if you really need this, then it's there for you. This is actually unsafe on block. It's the only one that's unsafe on block out of all of the moves that you steal. I believe this one's -6, -5. You could also cancel that to make it like more minus, but like because you're canceling it, there's gimmicks and pressure and stuff behind it. This move, like I said, -10, but very hard to punish. You can pretty much only down one punish it to get rid of Shujinko. This is +5, and this, like I said, the only punishable one at -18. Now, all of those are really good. We haven't even talked about the main event. The main event is this move right here. This is full cameo, looks very similar to this move, because it actually does start out the same, has the same startup and everything at 13. But what's different is instead of knocking the opponent down with this second hit, this is a launcher. And you have forever, look how long I waited, and it's still comboed. So you have forever to combo that. And on top of that, you can actually combo the first hit into the second hit if you do like a string or something beforehand. And like you just saw, you can hold this down. And Shujinko is very hard to hit in this state because he's all the way down there on the ground. So if you grab, that's going to be a throw combo. In fact, you can do this like basically same frame. And look, I waited so long before I actually did Wind Bomb in the stand 2, and it's still comboed. So this move right here might be the strongest move in the entire game. Like, I'm so serious right now. I think this is the strongest move in the whole game. Because not only does this restand, it combos, it's plus like 1,000,000 on hit, and just like Ermac Stomp, if you have like a damage buff or like a setup tool like Katana, this would be the time to set that up. Like, because of how much time you have to combo this, you're gonna get the character's most optimal setup. Like, we're looking at the most training mode, non-practical setups that you get off of this. Now, the only thing is, it's pretty difficult to actually get this to combo mid-screen because of how far they get pushed back. But in the corner, every character is doing practice mode setups. And now you have like 200 frames to do whatever you want. Yeah, and on block, this is basically the same as the other one. This is -10, but you have to worry about Shujinko on the ground. And if you even try to punish this, like, don't even think about it. Or if you're gonna punish with the down one. Do not try to punish with a standing button, because if you try to punish this, like, you already know what's gonna happen. Okay, well, that's a very, very interesting example, because that normally does not happen. That will happen. Yeah. I guess it depends on like timing and spacing. But yeah, you have all day to combo that. So it's just a really strong move that any character can use and be good. That was the criteria to make the top 5. If you stick this on any character, and even the honorable mentions, now that I'm thinking about it, all of the characters have moves that no matter who you're playing, it has nothing to do with overhead or low or anything like that. It's just any character could have this added to their toolkit and it would be good. And this would be the most broken special move in the game if anyone had it. I'm talking if Tanya had this special move, Tanya would be like mid tier, at least mid tier, if not like top 10. You could stick this move on the worst character in the game and they would be instantly good. So yeah, that is my little discussion about who I think Shujinko is most effective against and what I think his strongest cameo skills are. I hope somebody watched this video and was like, you know what, I'm going to stop playing Chameleon, Sector, Pharah, Tremor, and I'm going to pick up this cameo because he's way more interesting. Hopefully that was somebody's rationale, because I know a lot of people aren't thinking about creativity and stuff. They just want to win, and winning is fun. So I can't even say, oh, you're not even trying to have fun, because winning is fun. But Shujinko is also fun. So please do test some of this stuff out for yourself, especially against the 5 characters that I talked about in this video, but also just like in general, because of course you're not going to be able to control who your opponent is playing on any given day at any given time. But that's the video. So appreciate y'all for watching all the way through. That's going to be it for me. So peace, take care, and Sinister out.